Hey y'all, Gord here. You're hurting hippie who's hurting pretty good today. Or pretty bad, but I like to use the positive term. I'm hurting good. I'm out on a walk. It's noon, and I slept maybe a total of 3 hours last night. So I'm going soon for a nap. But as I was walking, I remembered that one of you, she's ready to live. Remember, she's ready to live. Asked for a video about a specific topic, and that's what I'm going to do. She asked, could you please talk about the guilt I feel when partaking in medicine and once in a while having just a bit extra, thus enjoying the medicine instead of just taking the medicine. Guilty pleasures. Maybe that's what I'll call it, is guilty pleasures. And so she's ready to live. Wish I knew your name. But I know we all go, many of us do anonymous when it comes to these subjects. Oh, geez, dog. That's a pit bull, a white one. Anyways, so guilty pleasures. In doing research on this, I want to first say that feeling guilty about taking your medicine, I thought was more tied to the stigma of the medicine we're taking, cannabis, than anything else. And I was mistaken, not wrong. Because in searching it, I found so many websites where people are talking to each other and trying to help each other. Forums, so many forums on the subject of guilty taking your medicine. And that was for Xanax, that was for Cipralex, that was for so many different medicines and so many different forums. A lot of people feel that guilt in taking medicine. And what drives that? I think at a base, we sometimes feel that if we have chronic pain that'll never go away, that for some reason we've brought it on ourselves, we deserve it, and we should shut up and take the pain. And I think that that might be somewhere where some of these guilty feelings arise from when it comes to any medicine, is our own feeling that we deserve the pain we get. And I ask all of you if you're feeling that, because I feel it often, but I tell myself, fuck off. That's wrong. Nobody deserves the pain. It doesn't matter what you've done in your life. Forgiveness is a virtue that you should apply to yourself. So let's get over that. We don't deserve our pain. And even if we caused our pain to happen to us, however that happened, that's in the past. Now you have pain. You have to look after pain, because if you don't look after pain, you end up hurting all those people around you. Your circle of friends, your circle of love becomes smaller and smaller until you're just by yourself. And I think that's what happens to a lot of chronic pain sufferers, is they don't take enough medicine. They don't say out loud enough, this is what's wrong, and they end up getting inside their own head. So stop it, and I'll stop it. Fight yourself. Just because your brain tells you something doesn't mean it's accurate. Perception is reality to the perceiver. You got to remember, your brain's looking through these eyes and seeing only what you let it see. So it interprets and therefore gives you an emotion. That emotion is just its interpretation of the current situation. It could be wrong. If it's wrong, you have to look at that emotion and say, I shouldn't be feeling sad right now, and get past it. Or guilt, or hurt, or fear. All of that. Then we move into, okay, the second part of guilt is because this plant, currently in Canada, at least for another year, is illegal for anything other than medication. So there's a guilt there. Yeah, you can medicate up to a point of feeling better, but don't you dare medicate to the point of laughing and just enjoying the euphoria of the plant. I have that too. And I haven't found a solution to that yet. For the most part, lately, I've been taking very little medication because of that guilt. And because of that, I am doing worse and worse. And if I'm not careful, my circle of love, my circle of friends will start to diminish and I'll shrivel up. So I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to fight that guilt. First of all, you should not feel guilty about getting a little bit of euphoria. I want to say this very strongly. Euphoria is a part of every painkiller and every uptake inhibitor for depression. It's a part of every drug out there. So it doesn't matter if you're taking your Ativan or you're taking cannabis, you're going to get some euphoria, because the euphoria is what your body needs and what your brain needs to be able to live life fully. So accept that. I need to accept that. I need to go beyond, find the way that I can get rid of that guilt. And so do you, my friends. It's okay to feel good. It's okay to smoke enough or dab enough or eat enough to put that smile on your face, because then you're expanding that circle of love instead of shrinking it, and you're becoming more vibrant. It's a part of the medicine. I think it's an important part. And she's ready to live. Your name says, if you're ready to live, throw away the guilt. There's no guilt in feeling happy. Don't feel guilty. If somebody's trying to make you feel guilty, that's one person that should not be in your circle of love. Or you need to sit down with that person and explain where they are wrong. So my friends, peace and cheers, love and harmony. We all deal with issues. Let's deal with them together. Peace out.